Hey everyone, so for this week I brought something really special for all of you. So here is about characteristics of Anand's writing style. Actually, Anand means here Mulk Raj Anand, who is a very profound writer of Hindi and English literature as well. Sometimes the question in exams comes like this that write the characteristics of Anand's writing style. So at that time, students get so much confused that what should we write. So here I brought something really special. So here is about Mulk Raj Anand. First of all, he was born on 12 December 1905 in Peshawar, British India, and died on 28th of September 2004 at the age of 98 in Pune, Maharashtra, India. By occupation, he was a writer. His period was 20th century and his genre was realistic fiction. His notable works were Coolie and Untouchable. The notable awards given to him are like this: Sahitya Akademi Award, which he got in 1971, Padma Bhushan in 1967, and International Peace Prize in 1953. So here is about characteristics of Anand's writing style. We will study all these points one by one. First is moral vision. So Anand has deservedly come to be regarded as a pioneer of Indian novel in English. He has endeared himself to millions of readers throughout the world because of his impassioned moral vision. He has an uncanny capacity for empathizing with the lowliest of the lowly in a realistic manner. There is a sense of battle in his prose. He is a crusader. So he wrote firstly about the moral vision of the his writing style was um, especially near to the moral vision of the society. Next is about downtrodden are the main concern. His love for the downtrodden, coupled with the Western exposure, enabled him to carry the tradition of Tagore, Premchand, Bankim, and Sarath to new heights. He not only interpreted the soul of India, the real India of the villages to the west, but also convincingly made known to the colonial rulers the debilitating aspects of their presence in India, the real India of the villages to the west, but also convincingly made known to the colonial rulers the debilitating aspects of their presence in India. He has made an earnest effort through his works to promote understanding among individuals and nations, for which he was honored with the International Peace Prize by the World Peace Council in 1952. Next is questions by him. So he raises a lot of questions in his fiction, like what is the meaning of human existence? So this is the question which we sometimes in lonely state we think that what is the existence of my own self or human existence, like this. So he raises the questions in his fiction like this, that what is the meaning of human existence, how is man to live in the fact of all oppression, chaos, and decadence of values in society. He provides some tentative answers. What is more important is that he makes the reader, even a casual one, sit up and takes notice. Next is shows structure of society. So he is showing structure of the society in his novel. Here it is. Right from his first novel to the present, he admonishes and criticizes the advocates, demolishing the malafide structure of the society and build it on a new, just foundation. Anand visualizes the creative writer as a trio who combines Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. He destroys the spurious elements of the contemporary society, purifying it of dross and creates afresh. In his role as Vishnu, he advocates the right value of this society work. Means he has shown the structure of the society in most of his plays and novels also. Next is Anand's conception. Anand is taken up with the plan or rebuilding a sovereign India. He is advancing the idea that the real change would be possible if Gandhi's moral vigor is combined with the modern scientific ideas. This would lead to a change which will be organic and not mechanical. Bakha of Untouchable will then be resurrected from these ashes. Only then he felt the sweepers can be free from stigma of untouchability and assume the dignity of status that is their right as useful members of the casteless and classless society. KD Verma made an interesting interpretation in this context, which was untouchability, as Anand tries to stretch the metaphor, is a universal global problem. In a sense, we are untouchables like Bakha, denied social discourse by all rungs of society, but also they are willfully and intentionally created by permanent category in fulfillment of the self-indulgent egotism of the aristocracy and the bourgeoisie. So here in this slide, I want to tell you that his conception was about like if we see in the novel Untouchable, in that novel also we find that his conception was to completely demolish the idea of untouchability from whole the world. So he has written some means that like that he has written many concepts in his novel and his writings. Next is writing on caste and class. As I told you in previous slide also that he has written most of his novels and works on the class and caste. For example, Untouchable. So untouchability was means demonishes by him in his novel. Here is about caste and class. So in Kuli, Anand formulates a basic question: human beings or soulless machines? This is highly indicative of those modern aspects of the class structure of Indian society which spell misery, unhappiness, and frustration. They are interpreted in terms of the conflict between egoism and socio-political necessity. In fact, money is the major factor which overrides both caste and class. Next is realistic writing style. So his writing style was actually very real, not fictional. Anand is realistic throughout his fiction so far as the delineation of character is concerned. There are heroes and villains, white and black characters. He also covers the various shades of grey. The division between good and bad is not based on race. He has not spread his Indian characters, many of them are coarse, brutal, and uncivilized. It can be debauched, priest in Untouchable, or the village, or the barber Butaram in the Two Leaves, and the bird who lives left his profession of traffic in women to shift into profession to traffic in man. So he has written realistic stories and writing. Next is societal issues shown in his writing. Anand evaluates exploitation, subjugation, and colonialism, imperialism, including intellectual and cultural colonialism, as moral evils. He creates universal types of Bakha, Muno, Gangu, and Lalu by a process of transformation of philosophy, history, value, and morality. They are individuals, full blooded characters, yet at another level, they symbolize universal subjugation, colonial, and imperial suppression. Anand deals with the eternal themes of evil and suffering. So he has shown the societal issues running at that time, means in his time in the 90s and early 20s. So he has shown that type of societal issues like untouchability, etc. Next is exploitation shown in his writing. The residuum of old customs, sham religion, exploitation of the labor force, and the anti war campaign are the highlights of the trilogy. Indeed, Anand has expressed his strong belief in the universal ideals of Karuna and Bhakti. Margaret Berry focuses on Anand's ability to synthesize the philosophical, Marxist, and Christian socialism. Both the individual human beings and the social structure need to the changed. KD Verma remarks in the context that as a student of European intellectual thought, Anand is certainly familiar with other forms of humanism. The Greek ideal of humanism, the 18th century notions of humanism. Marx humanism and Forrester humanism. Anand's liberal humanism emphasizes both individual freedom and progressive reconstruction of a new social order. So he has shown that how at that time Indians and many countries there were some laborers who were being exploited by the superior caste. Last one is mixture of insight and detachment. He means Anand has just the right mixture of insight and detachment, and the fact that he has come to fiction through philosophy has given him depth. It might given him vagueness, that curse of the generalizing mind, but his hero is no suffering abstraction. At last, I would like to let you know about conclusion. So, Anand's social realism is sustained by his faith that an artist can contribute immensely towards social change. He is a novelist who believes in portraying realism. So, thank you for now and bye to all.